This video is presented by EA Creator Network. Thank you to EA for providing me with a code for this early access event. This is not the final version of the game and may change when it is released. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I'm building townhouses again. I know I've already uploaded a townhouse, but this one is just using for rent and the base game. So if that's all you have, this will be in the gallery for you once I am able to upload it when the game is fully released. Like I said at the start of the video, this is not final software. So I sort of created these almost the same as I did in the previous one, but these ones I have raised up on a foundation. I didn't on the last ones, but I kept the styles pretty similar. Again, it was just to show people that this can be done with just the 2 packs, because in the other build I am using multiple packs. Like honestly, it's most of them. And for this build, I have not shown the interior. I just didn't film it because I'm filming the interior of the one that has loads of packs, but this interior is completed. But when this is uploaded to the gallery, it will have all the interiors in place, and it is very similar to the previous one where it is 2 up and 2 down. So the basement and the ground floor are one unit, and then the next floor and the floor above are another unit, other than the one on the right hand side, which I do one bigger. So for this one I actually have a family in here, whereas the other ones a couple max could fit in there, because I've just done like a single room, and each one of them has their own thing, should I say. So like one of them's into fashion, so it has a walk-in wardrobe, another one has a painting studio, and the last one, like I said, has children in there. I also feel like townhouses are quite beginner friendly, even though they might not look it, because you're creating smaller spaces on one bigger lot with multiple rooms. I find it much easier. Larger rooms I feel like are so much harder to work with, because it's like you want to fill the space and you can't. Whereas townhouses, like I said, you've got this smaller space to work with. So it's tricky in the fact that you might not be able to have the space, but you just have to work it around and have those troubles. But you can fill up the space pretty easily. So just so people know as well, if I've had any bugs or anything while playing the early access, currently the only sort of bug I have had is when you are a property manager. So I just brought a sim into the previous lot that I built just so I could set up units to see how it worked. When I then came out of it, because I didn't set a price because I wasn't actually going to rent them out, like I said, it was just to see how easy it was to make each unit a unit. The price was ridiculous, but I do feel like you can just go in and change the price, but it just automatically sets it to a really high price. I don't know if that will be fixed when the game is released, so that is just right now in the early access. But I've had really good fun doing these builds. Like I said, I wanted to do something different, so my next build is some beach villas, and it's going to sort of act as a hotel slash resort. Sadly, I've just found out that you cannot do this in Solani on waterfront lots. I don't know what the reason for that would be, but a statement was made by one of the sim gurus on a blog post, I believe. I was just watching a video about it. So that's pretty sad, because I have just started building in Solani and I wanted to do like them beachfront bungalows, not beachfront, the overwater bungalows that are on the stilts, and have it as like a hotel. So I've literally just started building that in Solani. So not a part of the early access, because like I said, this is just base game and for rent that I have in the early access. I don't have any other packs installed, but just in the regular game, I wanted to build that, and then it's come out and said that you can't do it on waterfront lots, which is pretty sad. I'm still going to go ahead and do the build, and you can do with it what you want. You never know, somebody could make a mod or something to make it actually work. Or I think there could be a hotel mod, so you could set it as a hotel maybe. So I'm really super interested to know, what do you think you're going to build first with the for rent pack? Like what sort of lot type are you going to go ahead? Are you going to do townhouses like this? Are you just going to do where you have 2 families? What are you going to do? I really want to know, because some people have some really unique ideas and I would love to know. Obviously the first thing you think of is apartments, or like this townhouses. I think a lot of people have already started building ready for the pack coming out, but I have a feeling some people are going to come up with some really unique things. I've seen rundown apartments, I've seen like motel looking places, and I'm super excited to see what people build. So please let me know down below what you think you're going to build first. So on my previous townhouse build, I did add quite a lot of flowers on the front because I am a little bit limited with base game and for rent. I didn't do that as much. I did a little bit on the middle house, I believe, and mainly just decorated the other houses with little balconies around the windows and flower boxes to create some interest and make things stand out a little bit more. And like always, I always like to use debug items. I think these are great to decorate the world a little bit more, and there's some really interesting stuff in there. So I do always recommend checking the debug menu. These bushes that I am using here, these are just from the debug menu, and a lot of the debug items, if not all, I can't remember, are free, so they don't cost to use, so it's not going to increase the cost of the lot itself. What I didn't film for this one, I am making this on a bigger lot than my previous townhouses. I was going to do 4, but I didn't want to take too long on this one particular build, so I just stuck with the 3, but I did add back gardens with this. So there is little gardens. They're not huge or anything. A lot of the houses that are in London, if you see the gardens, I had a look at some images on like Zoopla and that. The gardens are pretty small and sometimes they are shared. There is like stairs coming down from upstairs. I didn't do that just because the stairs take up a little bit too much space. So if we had spiral staircase, that would be great, but we don't, sadly. Again, I'm just adding some debug plants around the place and stuff like that. Also, what I like to do is, because I've set this a little bit away from the path, because I didn't want those stairs to be, I mean, you can't have them on the path, is I created my own path by trying to find something that matches or is similar to the path that we can see already. There was nothing exactly like that, I don't think. I didn't fully look through. I just was like, oh, that looks similar, and put it down. It's sort of a similar tone. And also what I did is, because there's some bikes in the new pack that are in debug, I went ahead and added bikes and stuff as well, like just leaning up against the gates, and I think I might put one down in the basement section, which I do add stairs in later on, again off camera. Again, I do this all off camera because sometimes I just forget to start filming. I also wanted to make sure I was using chimneys, because chimneys are all over just British houses in general. A lot of them aren't in use anymore. We've got a chimney breast in our house, but we don't have a fireplace in it. So yeah, that's quite common. But that is pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.